Welcome to The Discerning Mother, the podcast for Jesus-loving moms who want to tune out the noise and tune into God's design for motherhood. I'm Brigid, a board-certified women's health coach, holistic health practitioner, birth nerd, and homeschooling mom of 5. I help moms to heal their minds and bodies, trust their instincts, and embrace the beauty of the way God created them. Here we talk about birth, hormones, motherhood, faith, and anything else. Let's go. Alrighty, friends, and welcome back. It is the Monday before Thanksgiving, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, I want to talk about something that sounds really simple, but is actually something that is so incredibly powerful. And it not only calms our body, but it really does help to regulate our hormones. It shifts our identity and really helps us to become the woman that God is forming us into. And that is, drum roll, gratitude. Okay. And not in a write 3 things in your journal kind of way, and not vision boarding kind of way. Not that those things aren't good, they are good, but I really want to talk about it from a neuroscience perspective and as gratitude as formation. And so I want to show you how it becomes real in your body and how it can completely change the way that you show up as a mom, a wife, and a child of God. Okay. And at the end, I'm also going to share something fun I'm doing for Black Friday. So if you've been waiting for the right moment to do this work, right now is it. Okay. So just a little bit of an example. Today, I took my kids to a homeschool event in the city, and we live about an hour and 15 minutes in the city, literally in Amish country. There's Amish buggies that go past our house all day. And so I am not a city person. I can drive in one with a big transit van. So it's like driving a bus, and everything was good, but it was a lot. It was a lot. My kids are all really good. Everything went fine. Thanks be to God. But you know how it is. My body was tight. My brain was kind of racing. I was always scanning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the count all the time. If you have multiples, you know what I mean. And just where's the danger? Where's the danger? Is somebody going to get snatched? All these different things. And what I noticed, and in the moment, I knew that I was kind of on overdrive, but I mean, that's just the situation. But what I noticed is that on my way out of the city, after I got through the traffic and everything like that, I could feel my body take a deep breath on its own. It was finally oh, okay, everything is good. It was somebody hit that reset button, we're going back to the country, you're good. And that is what I really want to talk about today, is just that when your body feels safe enough to do those things automatically, that's when you start to see those shifts. Okay. And part of that comes from this practice of gratitude. So gratitude literally changes your chemistry. So just gonna geek out a little bit, but just hang tight. Okay. So what happens in your body and your brain when you genuinely feel thankful is your dopamine rises. So this is the motivation, the reward chemical. It makes you feel hopeful. This is the thing that gives you that quick hit, right? Another thing is oxytocin rises. This is that loving, bonding, safety hormone. This is what you need for that calm motherhood. Dopamine and oxytocin combine to lower cortisol, which is your body's stress signal, or stress is produced because of a stress response. It also boosts vagal tone, which means that your parasympathetic nervous system comes online. So you have better rest, digest, sleep, clarity, everything like that. And it really is the part that those two neurotransmitters will help your body to believe that it's safe. Okay. And so when your body moves out of survival mode and into healing mode, and again, obviously it's not going to be 100% of the time, but in my example, because I live mostly in this calm state, my body knew when it was safe enough that it just did it on its own. Okay. And so you can get to that point too. And when gratitude rises, your hormones start to stabilize. Okay. Your patience increases. You start to regulate faster, and the whole tone of your home shifts. All right. And this is vital because most mothers can't naturally feel gratitude. All right. And that is because their bodies are too stressed to actually feel safe enough to access it. All right. Again, this is nothing that you've done wrong. It's nothing nothing that you're doing. It literally is just a neurochemical response. Okay. And so when you are exhausted, depleted, inflamed, running on stress, overwhelmed, carrying unprocessed trauma, your brain scans for danger all the time. Kind of like how I was in the city where I was like, danger, danger, danger. Everybody's dangerous. Like, it doesn't scan for the gifts. So like, again, my situation where I'm in the city with 5 little kids, it's busy, people are around. It's important for me to be able to be scanning for that danger. But when I'm out on a walk with my little kids, I want to be able to look and be like, look at how beautiful the sky is today. Like, look at the trees, look at the birds, right? Those are the gifts, not the dangers. And so in that moment, your nervous system is protecting you. Okay. And so again, if you're in a dangerous situation or potentially dangerous situation, it's good that you're scanning for danger. But if you are just living your life, going for a walk on your street, like everything is safe, thanks be to God, like that is not what you need. Your nervous system doesn't need to protect you. There's nothing to protect you from. Okay. And so when somebody says like, just be grateful, it really makes you want to scream, or at least makes me want to scream, because like, yes, you know, logically that you want to be thankful, but like your body just, you can't make yourself be thankful, right? Because it doesn't feel safe enough to be thankful. And so this is one of the things that I really work on with women is like rebuilding that physiological foundation that allows the gratitude to actually flow. Okay. And you cannot gratitude journal or affirmation, whatever, your way out of a dysregulated nervous system. You really need support. You need a plan. You need your body to come out of survival mode. Okay. And when that shifts, gratitude stops being a practice and it starts being your natural state. And yes, some of us are more inclined to this than others, but it's a habit. It's a skill that you have to practice. And so again, when gratitude becomes your baseline, your cortisol drops and it stays lower. And even if you have a spike, it's like not a huge deal because you know it's going to come back down. Your progesterone rises because your body finally feels safe. So any moms out there who might be having recurring miscarriages or anything like that, this might be a signal to look into. Do you feel safe? Your digestion is going to improve. Your inflammation is going to decrease. Your sleep gets better. Your mood starts to stabilize. You're not going to be the mean mom who's snapping. Patience becomes easier. And you're not white knuckling it through the day because you finally can take that deep breath. You can take that space and that time for yourself. And again, this is not saying that everything is hunky-dory because like, yes, life happens and things happen. But you begin to see the gratitude in the little things. Okay. And so it's so, so important in order to do this. Okay. So important. Let me give you a couple steps of how to actually practically do this. Okay. So actually, before I give you something practical, I want to go a little bit deeper with what gratitude even is, because it's rooted in something much older and more powerful than we realize. The word gratitude comes from the Latin gratis, meaning pleasing, agreeable, welcome, favor, gift, whatever it is, like that. It also carries a deeper meaning or a deeper sense of like belonging to grace. Okay. Gratis, grace, graceful, that sort of thinking. So gratitude is literally the experience of recognizing grace and receiving it. Okay. But what most people miss is that you can't register grace, like you can't receive it, you can't recognize it when your body is stuck in threat. Okay. So I want to give you a little practice to help you to restore that connection in a way that's actually biologically sound and also you're going to notice a result right away. Okay. So first off, this is a primal nervous system tool. So right now, take a deep breath in through your nose, hold out through your mouth. Look around your room or wherever you are, unless you're driving, then keep your eyes forward. Look slowly. We want to do things slowly, as painful as it might be. And let your eyes land on one thing that feels comforting or beautiful or neutral. Your brain does not care if it's like a kid's drawing, a tree outside, a candle, like it doesn't matter. It just needs one sense of safety. When you look at that thing that is showing you safety, that is going to activate your amygdala, which is your threat detector, and it's actually going to calm down. Okay. Now you're going to let yourself name the good. Okay. And like, not your mind, but like your mind's going to be like, nothing's good. You have to ask your body, literally say, what does my body feel grateful for right now? And that could be something simple like breathing, warmth, a baby nursing, like the way your shoulders just kind of relaxed a little bit. Maybe it's the the way that being supported by the chair feels. Maybe it's chaos in your house. That means that there's life in your house. And again, what is it that your body is feeling? Because when gratitude is felt in the body and not just forced in the mind of saying, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, I'm grateful, what happens is that your vagus nerve responds, and that's when your heart rate starts to steady. Your cortisol will drop, your digestion will wake up, and your whole system will step back into that parasympathetic phase. Okay? And that's what God designed for healing. This one's so good here too. You're going to place one hand on like your chest or your belly or wherever, and just feel your breathing and really intentionally just say, like, thank you, Lord, for everything that you've given me. And if it's hard to say everything, say whatever it is that you need. I always joke and be like, just be thankful for your pinky toe. Like everybody's pretty neutral about their pinky toe, unless you have an opinion, then pick a different body part and just say like, thank you for that. And that tiny sentence starts to rewire your brain because it does two things at once. One, it opens you up to grace, God's goodness. And two, it trains your identity. And it says, I am a woman who receives. I am a woman who welcomes gifts, even if life feels heavy, and so on. And this matters because the body becomes what is repeatedly experienced. So if you train your body and your mind to experience gratitude as a somatic event, which means safe, warm breath, like receiving it, not in like a woo-woo way, I promise, then you are literally reshaping your nervous system and your brain and your identity at the same time. And that's whenever you actually are going to have real transformation take place. Okay. And from a spiritual perspective, gratitude is a doorway. It opens us up to God's grace. And when your body is stuck in fear, it's really, really hard to receive. That's why I know a lot of you listening are like, I want to hear God's voice, but I just don't hear him, or I can't see him. I don't feel him. And that is because, again, your body is stuck in that fear mode. The evil one has like taken hold of you, and he is like not wanting to let you go. And you have to go into gratitude and in your body first off, because your nervous system, you can't like outpace your nervous system. It doesn't work like that. You really have to be so intentional with being calm in order for your brain to catch up with you. Okay. And so when you practice gratitude, even in like really small ways, you become more receptive to God's presence, his peace, and his guidance. And like that is part of becoming the woman that he had in mind whenever he created you. Okay. All right. So before we wrap up, I want to share something very exciting for Black Friday. It's also coming up to be the Feast of Our Lady of Loretto, which Loretto Wellness is the business, and this is her feast day because everything that we do is based off of Jesus and our Blessed Mother. And if you've been listening to this and you're realizing like, wow, this is me. My nervous system is fried. I can't handle this gratitude stuff. I'm always overwhelmed. I need that support. Then I have a few really great opportunities for you to work with me at the lowest rate that I will offer all year. Literally in 2026, they are going up. So if the Spirit is nudging you, like I really would love for you to jump in. You can also you can either get access to the Dwelling Place, which is an off-social community for like-minded women like yourself, for just $100 a year, where we have expert calls. You have access to different resources that I've created, everything like that. Again, just $100 instead of $200 per the year. Or if you're like, I need more support, I really want to fix what's going on and I want to feel better, then I'd really encourage you to jump into Restored by Grace right now, because you are going to get not only the full 3 months of support, you're also going to get an additional 2 months of support completely free. Okay. That is a value of over $1,000. And again, it is completely free. All right. And so right now, if you're interested in either of those, comment, message, however you're listening to this, just get a hold of me. And I would love to send you those links to sign up or answer any questions that you have. So as we close up, like, just remember, gratitude is so powerful. And not in this, like, just be grateful, everything will be fine. Everything obviously will be fine because God's in control. But I don't mean it like that. I mean it, gratitude is powerful because it changes you. Okay. So try the gratitude practice that I walked you through. Let your body really feel what safety feels like again. And if you want to be supported through this work in a deeper way, make sure you're on my email list or watching my stories this week. Click on the links below if you need anything. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm cheering for the woman that you are becoming.